Section 23.6, the Mesozoic Era. So the Mesozoic Era spans from about 248 to 65 million years ago, and it's considered the age of reptiles. This is when the dinosaurs existed. There's a significant change in the fossils from the Paleozoic Era as compared to the Mesozoic Era. That's following the Permian extinction. Organisms that survived included things like small mammals and dinosaurs. The Mesozoic Era also saw a great diversification of land plants. This is where pine trees and redwood trees first appeared. During the Triassic period, from 248 to 206 million years ago, Pangaea starts to break apart, and a rift is formed between what is now Africa and North America. During the Jurassic period, from 206 to 144 million years ago, Pangaea continues to break apart, and the rifts form between Europe and North Africa, and Africa splits from Antarctica. All of this separation of these continents, these land masses breaking into different pieces, separates species and causes them to diverge from one another. They start to evolve in different ways. After the Jurassic period comes the Cretaceous period, from 144 to 65 million years ago. At this point, flowering plants begin to arise, which leads to a diversification of insects. There become many more insects, and they start to specialize in what they do with particular plants. Pangaea here continues to tear apart until we have the land masses that we essentially have now. This leads to subduction in the Pacific Plate and a formation of volcanoes along the west coast of North and South America. At the end of the Cretaceous period and the end of the Mesozoic Era, we find another extinction event that killed more than 60% of Earth's species. This is generally thought to be caused by a giant meteor impact somewhere near the Yucatan Peninsula. The meteor impacts and ejects debris and dust into the air. That debris and dust then blocks the sun and causes the Earth's temperatures to drop, causing many animals, particularly things like reptiles, to die off. The evidence of this is provided by the Chicxulub crater, the crater that's near the Yucatan Peninsula, and what's known as the KT boundary, or the Cretaceous Tertiary boundary. This is a boundary in the rock line filled with iridium, and iridium, though rare on the Earth, is found in great amounts on meteors. And so this rock layer appears between the boundary between the Mesozoic Era and the Cenozoic Era.